Hey guys, Colenator here, coming at you live from Alpha Vicely. And just before we kind of get started, I wanted to talk a bit about regarding kind of videos you're going to see moving forward on this channel. When I started, I normally would have just made this video a Steam tasting video. However, when I originally started Steam tasting, I made that series because I wanted it to be where, you know, Steam, where you have like a bunch of games saved up on it, on your library, like I do. I have over 250 games at this point, and I wanted to make a way to play through those games and entertain you guys at the same time. Just kind of find something maybe I low-key would have loved that maybe I didn't get a chance to play. And I've noticed recently a lot of the games I've been playing have been games either I recently got or are pretty brand new, so I haven't decided quite yet what I want to do, and I'm thinking about doing some other things with like indie games specifically, or making another series, but right now we're going to just leave this the way it is. I'm not going to call it a Steam tasting, I'm just going to call it just some gameplay and maybe some overall thoughts on the game. So for this video here today, we're gonna be playing the game called Rogues Like Us. The game was provided by OddByte. Thank you guys so much for that, by the way. All Rogues Like Us is it's just a hack and slash combat game with roguelike dungeon. You know, it's procedural dungeons and stuff like that, fighting, adventure, mayhem, loot. You know, things that typically a roguelite's gonna have. Now, this game specifically, I've been eyeing on for quite a while. I mean, literally months. I've been trying to, you know, keep up with all the updates from the developers because I've been really interested in trying this game. So I'm really excited. I'm getting a chance to play it here. So let's get into it. It looks like in the beginning, it looks like there's gonna be a tutorial. So we're just kind of bear with me here. Welcome to Training Recruit. With all these machines invading our camps, we need all the help we can get. If you want to be a guard, you are going to have to listen to me and learn a few things. Lucky for you, training isn't too hard. Now let's get started. And I do want to explain just kind of a bit more, and I meant to do it earlier, that this game is currently in early access, so a lot of the things, all of this isn't finalized, of course, so if you don't hear sound, you don't hear music, at this point, they just haven't implemented it at this point yet. They're just right now trying to get some gameplay out, you know, to see what does the people feel right now. But it is in early access. You can get it on Steam right now. So you can definitely go. I'll have a link in below where you can buy it. Move towards that dummy with the left stick, okay. Like every game, which is good. Swing your sword. Different swords swing at different speeds, from light slashing at katanas to heavy warhammers. Press X to dash. Oh. Health crates are scattered throughout the dungeons. Break them open to or some healing or shields. Press B to use your AoE slam. AoE can be useful when you're surrounded. The yellow bar on the HUD is your slam cooldown. Okay, so that's pretty decently quick. You can move faster while outside of combat, so let's get moving. Sometimes you will need to hit something that is too far away for a sword. Can you use left aim for that? Alright. Oh, okay. Left to aim, right to fire. The blast attack can be tricky, but effective tool once mastered. Purple bar. That's all you need to know for combat. Be sure to always check your map by pressing RB. If you get lost in the dungeon now, head back to the start and I need to teach you something. Alright, see? Okay. Oh yeah, see? Remember that symbol on the floor back at the start? You can use that to recall. Just press Y. Oh. Recalling will move your portal to where you teleported from. Try going back by pressing Y. Ah. You can also move your recall point to where you are by holding down Y. Head to the top of the dungeon to start your first dungeon. Let's get it. Yeah, you thought I didn't see that, huh? You thought I would have passed right by this. It's my loot now. My loot. Also, I don't know why, but I kind of like the transitions, like the mirror, like the portal kind of thing. Oh, I totally lied. This music. Guess there wasn't some in the main menu though. Earlier, if you would have paid attention, like there wasn't any music in the main menu. So, But we'll see. But again, like I said, like it's early access, so a lot of things aren't gonna, be 100%. Uh-oh. Ah. Hey, what's up? Okay. Lame. That's so lame. I already got hit. Dumb Twitter birds. They're just Twitter birds. That's literally what they are. They're literally Twitters. Get it? I don't know why I thought these didn't do any damage. So I'm already about to die within the first like 2 minutes of my playthrough, so this is already a good start. I'm liking everything about this. Oh god. I have already died within 10 seconds of this playthrough. This is going to be good. I'm liking everything about I'm just kidding. So far, I mean, the gameplay is pretty good. And what the hell am I doing back here? You know, I just realized something like this. Okay, so, I mean, there's beams and everything. Okay, welcome to the loot station. Here you can open all your chests that you have found in your dungeons. There are 4 different tiers of chests. Make sure you're opening all of them. The loot station will have a golden or whenever you have treasure waiting for you. Open away. Okay, well, I want to open this. Lesser Stream, Lesser Peridot. Okay. I'm not sure what that stuff does quite yet here, but hopefully later on I'll be able to like, maybe craft something. Weapon Station, welcome to the Weapon Station. Here you can view and modify all the weapons that you have collected out the world. You have 3 weapons to get you started, but be sure to try them all. You can modify weapons with mage stones, powerful gems that can make a huge difference in battle. I'm guessing the things I had earlier, yeah. Mage stones change the way you play from basic stat boost to crazy passive effects. Weapons have a varying amount of slots that you can unlock and then slot these stones into. Unlock slots on your weapon by using shards displayed in the top right. Shards are gained at the end of each dungeon run. Different mage stones can cost more depending on their rarity and what they do. Mage stones are powered by souls, but start off deactivated at the beginning of every run. Souls are gathered from defeated enemies. Once you have enough souls during a run, you can activate a rune through the weapon stats screen. Check out the guidebook in the pause menu for more information on mage stones. Okay. So, I mean, you get these stones, you can obviously apply them, use them onto your weapons, things like that. I'm guessing right now, what is this? I can equip this? Oh, okay. So they give. Okay, yep. So like they just said, they give you the 3 swords. I kind of, to be honest with you, I've always been kind of more of an attack speed person because attack speed in like high movement, you're able to kind of dodge, and I feel like my mechanics should be good enough to withstand whatever this whatever throws or whatever's thrown at me. Okay, this is the armor station. Oh, welcome to the armor station. Here you can change your currently equipped armor. There are 5 components that make up a full armor set and several sets to be found. Armor is purely visual. You can look however you want. If you want to change the color of your armor, head over to the dye station. Alright, so later on I'm going to get like these cooler armors, and from there I can just equip them. And I kind of want to go to the dye station, and hopefully I can get blue. You see, this is the dye station. Come roguishly handsome at the dye station. Here you can spruce up your armor with any dyes that you have found in your loot chest. Dyes are most often in common and uncommon chest. Once the display armor looks perfect, make sure to apply the changes to your own armor set. Okay, so I'm guessing in the beginning can't do much because I don't have anything, but later on I can get dyes. So road to blue is already started. Am I right? Road to blue. Get it? Because I like blue. Anyways, let's see. It's down here. Okay, so maybe it looks like maybe later on they're gonna add some things, but right now they're just basic stuff, or maybe just simply for some scenery and some background, or maybe we'll find out later. But like for now, I'm gonna just go back to fight more people. Looks like they're gonna have 4 different dungeons. Okay. Also, what happened? Okay, so you're just sleeping, huh? Oh. Almost got killed by those scary as I have to learn to dodge quicker. Okay. It's kind of weird that they're kind of just sitting there, but hey. Oh, there's a Twitter. Alright, let's go back and let's go fight some more people. I always do this to games. I always underestimate how powerful the enemies are until I end up, almost getting killed like I just did in the first, like, 30 seconds. Oh god. I honestly, I mean, I guess it hurt me, so I don't know. I don't really understand, like, the patterns of enemies, things. I do understand some patterns, like, these guys kind of just charge at you all day. Oh, good. Look at that attack speed. Look at that attack speed. And I have a little knockback, too, even for, like, a light weapon like this, which I'm kind of surprised. Typically, games, the light weapons don't have some sort of a knockback effect, but that's apparently how they wanted to go about in this game, so... Oh, I don't know. Okay, I know what these do. They're supposed to, they're supposed to, like, electrify. Alright, looks like if I just attack them immediately, I can actually clear them pretty quickly. Alright. Alright. Trying to make sure I get some loot and stuff. I don't need health. You can't break these, right? I can't just go up in here and be like, hey, give me my fruits. Okay. Oh, notice how there's a bit of physics here? You can actually move around some stuff. See that a Kiriaki can't move the box. Okay, that's okay. Notice how like the grass moves too a little bit too. Oh, there's some Twitters. I wasn't a Twitter this time. That is just a... Okay, you can break some. Okay. Alright, got the turrets. Yep. Let's get it. Alright. Come and get some. You know what is kind of hard though is that when you're like attacking them like I am and you just kind of just anonymously like unless you time them you're not gonna really know they're gonna shoot until well maybe it's because I'm just red. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just complaining over nothing. But it does seem kind of a bit hard to like know when they're gonna like shoot. Like you have to kind of listen to your audio cues and your visual cues, but the visual cues are kind of a bit low. Fortunately, there is health, so. And it is a roguelike, so maybe it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it is supposed to be hard. Or harder like that to like see. Dumb birds. See, the Twitter birds are cool, but y'all are red, so low-key don't even like red. Just want to say that. Don't even like red. Oh, my bad. Like how I just did that. Killed the brown one, or tan ones, or whatever. Ah. Alright, so yeah, that one drops bombs. You're gonna have to just kind of go ham in a minute. Alright. There we go. Alright. Oh, I meant to... Basically just keep running at this point. Ah, okay. Oh, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, come on now. I didn't agree to this. That is a new feature. I don't... Oh, come on! Come on! Alright, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Oh, God. No, come on. No, crap. I don't like anything about this. Ooh! No, no, no. Heck yeah, yeah. Get away, you dumb worm. Get out of here. Okay, so that sounds too bad. The boss battles are pretty fun. Definitely creative. To be honest with you, I didn't, well, I wouldn't say creative, but it is something new. It is definitely something new. You know, I'm not really used to some of the patterns it was doing, and oh, it's pretty fun. Okay. At least now we're getting somewhere. Alright, I have one heart into the free zone. I have to find health immediately. I don't know how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to just. I don't know. I don't know what these enemies are either. So they could be worse. They could shoot faster. I don't know. Look, that is not the case. Fortunately, you know, maybe we get lucky. The enemies stay the same-ish. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I need to find health, like, ASAP. Like, as soon as I could find health, I'm gonna... Oh, what is this? Whoa! I think I just dodged something. Oh! Wait, how did I not... That must have picked up... Did I pick up a heart in the middle of battle? Well, it doesn't matter, because I have 2 hearts, so... Jeez. Thank God. I'm trying to, at this point, all I'm really trying to do is just make sure I get as far as possible to kind of have a good evaluation of the game. Okay, and they blow up too. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. Wow. There we go. I can make up. You know what I've noticed is that dashing, you can get through the levels pretty quickly if you just dash, and it's just it's a good mechanic to have on hand. Please tell me. Okay, there we go. Got a loot box. All right. Guessing that one blows up too. Basically, stay away from the red black ones of anything. That's interesting. Looks like one of them didn't really make a hole for me. But I do know where the exit's at, so basically you gotta go back out, go up, and then go right. Oh. Yeah, that gun thing is kind of... I'm trying to get used to the gun mechanic. It's basically you just left trigger, right trigger, which is, you know, it should make sense. It just feels kind of weird in this context. I think it might be because... I'm already naturally hitting stuff with my sword, so for some odd reason I naturally feel like I need to hit it. I need to shoot with the A button, which I'm trying to think. But I'm sitting there thinking because I know there's other games out there. I'm thinking like Fury, because Fury specifically, I believe it is left trigger than right trigger. So no, what's left trigger then is the right stick. Is what that does, and I know for Fury Sword you just press a button. So maybe I'm just not used to playing games. Maybe I'm just too business minded to play games anymore. I'm just being ridiculous, making excuses for myself. Interesting enough, they do like bombs do damage to them too. So if you can blow up one of the bomb ones, then okay. As far as I know, I think this is the exit. Oh, what is? All of you drop bombs? Oh, come on. Oh, they drop bombs in a pattern. I didn't notice that. Look what they do. Yeah, they drop bombs in a pattern from, like, where they come from. I mean, you gotta be, like, super careful on those specifically. Wasn't there a heart here? I think I hit it. Looks like this is the exit. And before I go, I'm gonna have to like clear another room or something, because there's no way there's gotta be like a health pack somewhere. There's not gonna be a health pack in there. Let me try clearing the room and just see what happens. Oh god. Oh crud. What is that one? Oh, and it just okay, just slimes just casually come out of here, huh? At this point, I'm trying to, because I'm sitting here like the next boss probably gonna be just, you know, gonna be just hard too, and I'm gonna have to find a way to somehow heal up. You are not. I think I might actually die. I think I may actually die right now. I'm trying to just get used to mechanics right now. That's mainly all it is. This is this is technically my first. This is my first clear, so yeah, okay, I died. But while explaining something, but basically at this point I'm just trying to learn the mechanics a bit better, get it more used to them, and then eventually that's when I can just go ham. And it looks like, according to this, apparently there's 5 bosses right now in the game. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna just keep playing a little bit more. I kind of want to see, you know, some of this loot I can get. Maybe get a better sword. You know, something that can gotta help me out a bit better. Because I mean, as much as I like attack speed, I believe if I have something that does a lot of damage in attack speed, then we're gonna win-win. I got a new sword. Got some more stuff here. All right. Ooh, what was that? Looks like there's different. Okay, so there's different types of chests you can get. I'm guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I was thinking maybe like per zone there's like different types of chests, but there's only 4 types of chests. There's 5 bosses. As far as I could, from what I remember counting, so we'll see. This is kind of like the tier 1 stuff. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not as tier 1 as I thought it was. But as you remember, the dye is only cosmetic. So yeah, well, you think for a second I'm gonna sit here and, you know, put really? No. Sure. Just to, you know, just because I have colors, just use it anyways. Armor set. Well, this is the armor, right? I don't have any armor yet. I did not get any armor. I got a new sword. Where do I go to get a new saw? Here we go, right? Yeah, right here. Whoa, is that okay? Is that the okay? So I'm trying to think. Um, okay, so the green ones mainly you're looking for the green one. Apparently, charge attack, damage. It does a lot of damage. So what I have right now, it does about 0.9, but it does a damage of 3. I do about 3 hits per second, which seems about right. So really, all these swords are terrible. So even the fact that I chose the lightest sword, right? It is 3 hits per second, right? It is a total of 9 damage. This one does it's only a little bit faster. It does about 9. It still does about 9.67 damage per second. About 9.7. So that's not even that big of a deal. This one, it's still damage of 3, right? It's a damage of 3. Still about, you know, it's literally 9.33 seconds. You know, 9. So it's like, is it really, you know, is it really worth that extra? Like, it's not even like an extra damage or anything. This one, on the other hand, this was a game changer. You know, this one does that. It has more shield. It has a better cooldown. You know, it does more damage, slower attack speeds. This is where like this stuff actually starts kind of making more sense, because right now, not really a benefit of choosing which one to use other than like using your light. I mean, you can use whichever you want. It's just that the light sword for me right now, personally, seems to be the better option. So let's try and go back through and see if I can clear this again. I kind of want to get to the next boss, at least before making kind of an evaluation. So since the visual cues aren't really super vibrant right now, at least from what I could tell, because it's only just on the turrets. It looks like the turrets was kind of the more vibrant, or lack of vibrant cues, and this for me. So I don't know yet. We'll have to see. And you know what? So one of my problems right now, I'm a bit more concerned about the turrets itself, because I notice it does lock onto you when you do like dashes. It locks straight onto you. And I know most games, what happens is that basically you have to hear it. You has to actually, so the animation itself has to happen first, and then you have to dash away from it. You cannot preemptively dash. And a lot of games let you do that. So I'm not sure if that is a permanent choice they're going to keep in the game. And I'm not sure if, if these are the only enemies where it does that, where it just straight unlocks to you. But, because most of the time what will happen is that you'll be able to, it'll, if I were to, go over here, right, it normally wouldn't be, notice how, fast it moves and aims onto me? Typically, from what I understand, most games don't do that. And if they do, I'm just not used to them, but again, it might be a design choice. We don't know yet. Because basically, I have to see it first, and then I have to dodge afterwards. I'm not sure if I like that. It's only just causing a little frustration, is all. All right, that was pretty quick. Anyways, let's see. Right now, all I'm really doing is I'm just trying to rush. Not rush, but at least enjoy. Kind of just trying to, because now I'm starting to feel the mechanics. I can definitely tell I'm improving a little easier. A little easier doesn't make any sense, but improving a lot better for playing the game. So overall, right now at least, it's not awkward to play the game actually. So right now I'm using the controller. I'm not using the keyboard and mouse simply because in the beginning it recommends using the controller. Not sure how this would work on a keyboard and mouse. So I don't know about that part quite yet, if I'm ever going to get to it. But at least for the controller itself, right now I don't really have too many complaints. Nothing really, at least controller-wise, it feels pretty good. I mean, you can definitely play with a controller in this game. It's not the most ridiculous thing in the world. Definitely viable. Forgot that one blows up and it just ruined my shield. Can't cut down trees, huh? Now that I bring up the preemptive thing earlier and being able to dash and enemies locking onto you immediately, maybe that is part of their design choice, because I've noticed, at least for the turrets, they do shoot pretty slowly, as well as the enemies that kind of charge at you. I do notice they are slow too. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe instead of them, they have high accuracy, I would say, but low attack speed. If that makes any sense. I mean, really, right now my goal is to, one, get to the second boss, but also I want to get blue dye. If I can find some blue dye in this, then it's a win-win no matter what happens. My favorite color is blue, if you didn't know. I want to use my AoE a bit more, but it's they don't really bunch up enough to really use them. On the slimes earlier, I probably could have used them. That would have been a pretty good time to use them. Like now. It's not even a complaint, just me not being used to the game yet. It doesn't really do a lot of damage. Of course, I'm in my earlier stages, so you normally don't do a lot of damage in the very beginning, right? So, okay, got another okay, and then let's go. You see what I'm doing though? What I'm doing right now is I use dash as the movement. Is what I'm doing when I'm in or out of combat. I use dash basically as much as I possibly can. Just because it's just so quick, and it gives you a lot better higher movement speed. So, okay, I kind of want to go up here. I mean, I know it's risky; I might die again, but to be honest, I kind of want to see yeah, let's go. I kind of want to go to the next boss to see what it is. What? So is it what I take down the blue things? I'm guessing first. Yeah. The visual cue thing, I think it's killing me right now, because it's you can, it's just not noticeable enough right now. Again, it is early access, so I think that's just one thing they're just gonna have to change. Oh, so okay, so I'm gonna have to just basically kill the enemies. Oh, we're gonna have a problem if you all do it at different times. Oh, great, you shoot more bombs. what this needs. More shooting bombs. It's kind of difficult. I'm trying to pay attention as hard as I possibly can, but sometimes it just really is kind of hard to pay attention to someone like the attacks. Oh, come on. Are you one that shoots bomb and then you drop bombs on death too? Alright. Aw, dang it. Okay. Ah. I'm doing it all wrong. Cause I do it and I'm supposed to equip it. And then I'm supposed to back out. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, this is a small criticism. I'm not too sure if that next step is needed to kind of just make the player like equipped it and equipped all. Because at least in this case, you got to keep in mind it's not like the gemstones. The gemstones themselves, when you were using them, you destroy them when you replace them. But in this case, you're not actually destroying them. So I'm not sure if equipping them is something you want to force the player to do. Instead, you should almost make it kind of like a live thing. Like they look at the armor set, or maybe they look at the player instead. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe like when you click on it, you end up just right where the triangle's at. You look at the player instead, or maybe you still look at the armor set anyways too. You can do that too. It's fine. But instead, you might not want to make the player do another equip. I figured it out now after a few times, but most of the time, if you just change it on the armor set, I personally believe you should just be able to just change it right on the player. It shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have the equipped it or equipped all option. That shouldn't even. I think maybe you can keep it or something. You can maybe keep like the equipped all option or something, but I don't know. That might need something to do. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to give you my overall impressions of the game so far, and actually kind of what I think about it here. So my opinion right now is that Rogues Like Us is definitely a fun game. It has a lot of potential. The developers do have a few things to work on. Of course, it is early access, so I'm gonna give them. I can't really say too much wrong with the game because there's not really too much wrong with the game. Combat's pretty good so far. Playing with the controller actually was pretty easy. I get used to. Once I kind of got into it, like that first run you saw me do where I died, definitely awkward. But once I kind of get into the things, you could tell I was just slaying that. I was slaying that boss, going ham later on things like that. Some positives. Armor system's pretty nice. Weapon. I haven't seen too many weapons quite yet, so I don't know too much about them. The loot system has good potential. It does feel rewarding when you kill monsters. In the beginning, I'm gonna say this right now. I honestly didn't know when you killed monsters, you got shards. At the end of your dungeon run. But the more monsters you kill, the more shards you can get your shards in the upper right corner. So it definitely is. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a couple other games I've played before where it's like mindlessly playing and killing mobs in the dungeon, and it's just not satisfying. Rogues Like Us does a really good job. This is only technically on 0.1.1 of their build, I believe. It's released right now, and they're already past that initial wording point I had of any Rogue game. So good job so far, OddByteGames. Of course, there's lots of things that work on. I'm gonna send some feedback to you guys so you guys can see some negatives that I have so far. Maybe the only enemies. So my only challenge of enemies so far is the bombs. Maybe you want to spice it up a little bit. Again, it's only the first 2 dungeons I've been to. Maybe it does get a bit more difficult. But I've noticed it seems like bombs is kind of your thing right now. So I played another game. It was called Enderlight, which was like a rogue-like game. And that game had a very troublesome time with bombs. And actually had so many bombs in like every enemy. Like that was it. There was a thing. Like they would have a unique enemy, and then the second tier of the enemies it drops bombs. Like it's fun for like some of them, but when every enemy does that, it's really dumb. and it can be really painful to play through when every time you kill an enemy, you now have to like, dash everywhere and go crazy. So kind of just lay back on the bombs, maybe find another mechanic you can introduce in the game. But the monsters themselves were actually pretty unique. The ones at least I faced, the two bosses I was fighting, they're pretty good. But overall, pretty good vibes. Would I honestly play this in the future? Easily, most definitely. I've been following rogues like us for quite some time, and just to be clear, this is not a purely biased review, as you've heard earlier. There is some negatives about the game. There are some things that need to be changed, but I honestly would play this game once it fully releases. I do believe it is worth the money and the time to look into. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Is Rogues Like Us a good game? Is there something I should have went more detail about? Please let me know down below. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later.